Hi, this is Charlie giving you Friday's live trading video. Hope you're very well. We were actually looking at a slightly different currency pair this morning. It's just come up. It's just 10 to 8. I'm looking at the pound yen. I don't normally intraday trade the major cross pairs, but it just so happened that one of our members just mentioned something on the higher time frames to me this morning, and then I just flipped over to the chart. I thought, oh, actually, there's something going on there on an intraday basis. So yes, we're pulling back here on the 5-minute chart, but let's actually put this into context. Let's go to an hourly chart. It's a pullback into the hourly 21 moving average. So we're doing a nice pullback after the prior trend. We've got overall, we've got a bit of momentum to the upside. Yes, we're having this pullback at the moment, but sometimes that's not a bad level to actually trade it for a bounce. So I'm seeing the potential for a bounce play. When I come to the 5-minute chart, we've got a little divergence going on down here on the 5-minute chart between this low here and where we currently are. So I'm just waiting to see when this closes back inside the bands on the 5-minute chart. Then I'll take a long play based on the higher time frame. I'm not looking for a big run though, because on the 4-hour chart we can see that it's been up to the 4-hour 200, so I wouldn't be necessarily trying to run it all the way back up there. I'd be happy enough just with a bounce play if I go back to the hourly charts to around about 139.60. That'd still be around about 25 pips or whatever, depending on where my entry comes in. So it'd be an out and out sort of intraday type trade in that regard. So there'll be some other levels we'll see once we as and when it sets up. So at the moment I am waiting for a close back inside the bands here, and then I'll take it from there. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, so just back, and it looks like this is about to set up, so I'm going to put a unit in right now. There we go. Where's one unit in? And let's get the second unit in. So I've got 2 units in at 31. I better quickly get my stops in because I can't get my stops in with my platform before, so I need to get these in quite quickly. 139. I'm putting the stop down at 23. Okay, so I've put a stop down at 23. I think I got in at around about 31. Okay, so let's have a look at this. It could stop me out immediately by looks of things here today. We've just done a quick close in. We've done this divergence, like I said. But if it stops me out and then closes back inside again, then I reset and I go again. It's as simple as that. So here's my entry, 39.31, 139.31, and it stops down at 23. So I've given it a few pips of slack below the low, which is still only a very tight, small stop anyway. So, but if I get stopped, so be it, and I'll reset if it resets. But I like the overall trade potential, and we'll see if it can get that bounce. We've got the upward sloping hourly 20. We've got momentum on the higher time frames to the upside, and so we shall see if we're going to get a bit of a bounce. That's what I'm looking for, and so towards 139.60 is what I'm looking towards. So we shall see. Oh, I better press pause on the recording. I'm forgetting that I'm recording this and not just talking to the guys in the room. So I'll just press pause for the time being. Okay, just back, and it has just come down and stopped me out. So it's nice and small. We're keeping it fairly small on that first one, but very quickly, if you have 2 attempts, then very quickly you can end up with then you all of a sudden down 300 odd quid, and so which is still nice and small, but nevertheless it starts to add up, doesn't it? So we'll definitely give this another shot here. Sometimes when you've got these tight stops, then you do get blown out, but other times it provides a really nice risk to reward ratio. So I shall see if I'm going to get this. If it comes back inside the bands here, then I'll be going in again quite quickly. I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back. Looks like it's going to be another attempt here. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the where I've got to put the stop this time. Down at 20, right? Okay. So I'm going to get a unit in right there. So I've just put one in anyway. We've only got 10 seconds to go. So I've got one in at 35, and I'll get a second one in here just on the close of the bar. There. Right. Okay. Second unit in at 34. So I've got the two units in again. I'm going to quickly get those stops in. Still diverging down here. We've got an 8 a.m. pivot up at 139.56 actually, so that would mark for a nice level. I was saying about 60, so 56 area would be fine. So I'm just going to get the stop loss in place. I'm just doing that off screen at the moment. 139 point point 2 and 139.2, 139.2. Okay, so on this occasion I've got about a 14 to 15 pip stop with a target of 20 odd pips. Okay, so we'll see if this one can work up this time. So we've got this 8 a.m. pivot which is sitting up at 139.56. It's only about here. That looks reasonable. We've got the 5-minute 50. I would definitely want to be out by the time price got to the 5-minute 50. And so I think the bounce potential's there on the hourly chart. So we go back out to the hourly charts. I do like this bounce potential here today. It's a nice pullback. Not necessarily looking for it to break up to new highs, but although it could, just looking to play the bounce around this support zone. So just continue to see if that is going to play out. So giving it this second attempt here. I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back, and so the pound yen's been, just went sideways for a long time. Been chatting with the guys in the trading room here this morning, and we're getting that bounce now. If we go back to the hourly chart, this is the bounce that I was looking for. If I get to an hourly chart, not a 6-day, there it is. This is the bounce I was looking for based on everything I was talking about this morning. So still looking for that, just that little bit more. We've got that 5-minute 50 coming in. We've got news coming in 1 minute's time. So if it fires down, so be it. I'll get stopped out. And it's not a major piece of news, but we shall see if we get a bit of a reaction to this news. We've done the bounce now. It doesn't have to bounce too much more, but it is certainly allowed to bounce a little bit more. We shall see. So we have got 30 seconds to go. So I'll just press pause while we're waiting. Okay, so we've got 10 seconds to go, just under 10 seconds to go. So let's see. I've got some limit orders in. So if it does, it might just, if it does just bump up, then it will just trigger me out. But let's just see. I don't know if it's really going to affect this much anyway. So no, as we see, there's nothing. I didn't think it was too much of a major news for the pound here this morning. So nothing's really, no volatility there anyway. So but it's coming off. So obviously the news has come out and it's coming off a little bit. So now it's coming down. Right, there it goes. So okay. If it hasn't got to your target, it hasn't got to your target. You have to just sort of say accept that. And I'm quite happy with the overall analysis this morning, even if this one stops me out, because we've got that bounce that I was looking for. The fact that it just took me 2 trades to get the bounce, and then it's literally just got so close to my target within a few pips there. And it rolls over. You have to just look at these sorts of trades and say, well, it's just one of those things. The problem that too many traders have is that they'll take that and they imprint it in their memories and say, oh right, okay, yeah, it's I should have banked it. Look, and that's not the case. And you should take it and say, no, the analysis overall was correct. It just didn't on this occasion quite get to those levels. That's if that doesn't happen. So we're still looking to see. It's not over yet, obviously. Still looking to see if it can get up there. But it's done probably enough from a bounce perspective. But it would have been nice to have got up that bit higher. So we'll see. I'll press pause for now. Okay, right. So this pound yen has come down and stopped me out. Ultimately here on this, as we can see on the 5-minute chart, it got to within literally a gnat's whisker of getting to that 5-minute 50, which was the target zone. So a bit of a shame that we'd had that. We were so close, and then it's just backed off and then just fallen away a bit. So let's have a look at the. I'll show you the account in a minute. Let's have a look at the chart that I was looking at here. Was on the this is the hourly chart here. We'd come down, gone a little bit below the hourly 20 or 21, whatever one you use. That was still facing up. Markets pulled back, did those divergences this morning. Get out of there. My dog's just come into my office and he's going into my bin for stuff. And it was the right trade to take. It was a pullback trade, good momentum overall, price momentum. This was just a pullback, and a lot of times you'd get a nice big, decent bounce from that hourly 20 area. So I felt it was a good trade, and it's a trade that I would take again. So quite happy with the overall analysis on that. It just didn't work out on this occasion, and that's what you have to do. I was saying to the guys in the room this morning about sometimes you have to just accept not all trades are bad. A lot of people associate losing trades with oh, it's a bad trade. Now it could be a bad trade if the analysis was just poor and someone's just jumped into a market, but I liked it today, and I think that I don't think I would take every other setup that I saw like that I liked like that in a similar setup like that. I would take them again. So I will call it a wrap actually, because it's only 10 to 10, but I don't think I'll be trading again. Let's have a look. Sorry, at the account. So it was across those two trades, £384. But it's been a good week. You guys know it's been good. I had some nice trades on the yen yesterday, Wednesday, and yesterday. So as well. So but give a little bit back on a Friday. Don't want to give back too much. So we shall leave it at that. So a losing Friday for me this week. Anyway, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll be back in touch next week.